Jai Hind. So let's cover how should you present yourself for the SSP interview. Now, at times it will happen that you are called directly from GTO's ground and you are told not to change and go directly for your SSP interview. Uh, that means the interviewing officer wants to save some time so that he can start interview of one of the candidates and then other candidates can go and change themselves and wait for their turn. So this particular candidate who's called directly from the GTO's ground will definitely not be penalized for coming in the same dirty dress from the GTO's ground because obviously interviewing officer himself has called him. Now, as far as others are concerned, now firstly, you should be hygienic in the sense you should look fresh. You should have clipped your nails. You should have short hair and mustache if they're there. It should be trimmed. You should be clean shaven and decently dressed. Same goes with the girls. Uh, should not wear too much of makeup. Should not lose their hair loose. They should tie them up. Don't wear too bright or gaudy lipsticks. They are better avoided. And if you are decently groomed, it's fine. Uh, don't have nails grown up like some of the girls do because you are joining defense forces and there this luxury of growing your nails may not go well with your job. And as far as dressing is concerned, now for boys for winters what you can do is you can wear a dark colored trouser, light colored shirt, you can wear matching tie and a jacket. Shoes should be with laces, right? If you're dressed like that, that's fine. uh, the people who are from sanic school, military school, they try and wear the jacket of the school, uh, primarily to show that they belong to that organization and have pride in that. It is better avoided. It's better avoided. Your PIQ form in any case is speaking loudly that you belong to that organization, so don't do that. We discourage it. Then, if it is for the girls, girls can wear a western dress, that is the trousers or shirt, and then they can wear a jacket also if they feel like. Uh, and don't wear too high heel sandals and all. Wear matching footwear. And if it is summers, then again you can remove the jacket, rest of the dress can remain same. And as far as girls are concerned, they can also wear Indian wear. We are not allergic to it, and it's not that western wear only makes you appropriate for the interview. You can wear your salwar kameez, you can wear though of course candidates don't prefer wearing saris and it's too cumbersome maybe at that age, so you can wear your Indian dress and that's perfectly in order. Okay, so this is how you need to dress up. Now there are certain questions which are asked that should we wear, is it compulsory that I should shave off my beard or go clean shaven, that will I be rejected if I am not shaved myself. Now let me give you an example. Suppose you go for fishing and you have to catch the fish. So what do you put there as a bait for the fish? You put earthworm. Why do you put earthworm? Because fish likes earthworm. You don't put a Cadbury chocolate there because you like the chocolate. You want to catch fish, so you are giving what fish likes. Same way, when you are going for a defense forces interview, you should dress up what defense forces like or expect from you and not the way you've been dressing up all along. That will go to show that you are genuinely interested in the job that you want to uh, come for. Otherwise it will convey a message that I care two hoots of what your expectations and what your needs are. I will continue to dress up the way I am, though we do not penalize you for your dress, but it certainly goes to make the first impression, right? So that is as far as your dressing up is concerned. Then there are certain points like don't be late for the interview. In any case, SSB has a system where one candidate is being interviewed and the second is waiting so that there is no time lost. Interviewing officer is running against time as far as interviews are concerned, and he spends a considerable amount of time with each candidate. So it is imperative that you are waiting, and you don't make the interview officer wait for you. As far as the first candidate is concerned, now it is more applicable for him, because if that candidate is late, then obviously the entire chain gets late. So if you are the first one who's being interviewed, make sure that you reach 2 minutes before time and not after the time, right? More of it we will cover in the next video. Thank you. Do share this video with your friends, popularize it. Jai Hind.